All right. So I will leave it up to you and Ed to take over. But other than that, best of luck to you, and I will count you guys down. Also, shout outs to Tino for making this countdown bot.
Or I'll just
All right, here we
wait for it to
go.
start the run.
Yep, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, take it away.
All right, here it goes. It's nice to have Soul being played in this marathon. This was the very first version of MGS2 that was released back in 2001, which is why we're celebrating it. We're celebrating the 20th anniversary of this game.
All right, let's.
This is just going to be the tanker chapter, so all the way up until the photos section in the Marines hold. But we will be collecting all the dog tags. Um, dog tags in this game work in a way like it's basically kind of like collectible items you can get from each guard. Um, each guard has like their own unique name associated with their dog tags. So the point of this category is just to collect them all from every guard that you can. You're gonna see some weird techniques here. Like example, there, if you shoot a guard while they have their exclamation point out, they get dazed and they can't see you for a while, which just gives you an opportunity to go up in front of them. If you notice, those two dog tags both had different names. Each dog tag has their own unique name associated with them. I believe Konami had like an event of some kind where people were able to submit their names to be placed in the game. So all these people, all these names are names of real people.
Freeze. The enemy's attacking. Stay alert, everyone.
We haven't seen it yet, but as we progress through the tanker chapter, some guards won't give away their dog tags that easily. You're gonna have to shoot them or um, shoot them with a lethal weapon of some kind, so they get scared and they will give you the dog tag afterwards. So Ed just skipped the two dog tags were in that room. Um, Likely reason is because those guards won't give you the dog tags, but we will be collecting them on our way back after Olga, anyways.
Freeze.
This room has a really cool strat. We'll basically be attracting all three guards pretty close to each other. It is a bit tricky to do. So that's one. While that... Oh! He's got to restart the room. Yep. That is a bit unfortunate. It is really tricky to get a guard, to hold up a guard while they're turning like that around a corner.
Oh, I forgot how laggy it gets on PS2 to trip the explosives.
When you play on PC for a while, you forget that this is a thing.
Don't kill me. Freeze.
So yeah, punch the guard just so the other guard in the bottom comes and investigates. Hold up this guard. Get the other guy.
Please don't.
Shrink this first guard. Get the second guard's dog tag, and finally end the third guard. That's how it should go.
I need some help here.
So this fourth guard, fourth guard we're gonna get him afterwards anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now, the Olga fight, as usual in tanker chapters. After the Olga fight, we get the USB from her. That's when we can start holding up the other guards who won't give away the dog tag so easily.
think I heard Tyler mention the other day that the guards that need the USP, he refers to them as tough guys.
Tough guys, yeah, I know Lime
Yeah.
stuff as well.
It's like they'll be saying something like, it's like, just try to pull the trigger.
Alright, left side Olga, which is what you want for extreme. And you could possibly loop her. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. It is a bit RNG. You can manipulate it a bit, but at the end of the day, it does come down to RNG a bit. Okay, that's 2 shots. I believe she is a 2-shot kill on extreme.
I wasn't gonna try to say anything about that. I was just trying to, keep adding to a commentator's curse, possibly.
Alright, that's a really good recovery. And the fight can get very awkward. Just like my Meryl fight in my run that I did earlier. If you don't finish this fight as early as intended, it gets very hairy towards the end. But yeah, as long as you're out of this fight alive, you're fine. I hope he doesn't forget this, but I'm sure he won't. But Olga does have a dog tag, so you have to collect it here. Oh, he almost did.
Oh, he almost did.
It's something you can easily forget. Like, Fatman has one as well. If you don't get it here, Olga just disappears, and that's it. You won't get all the dog tags. There is this guard as well. You can get his dog tag. There's a fun strat here. Just hold him up, and then just go and open the door. While Snake opens the door, you just get, like... You just go and pick up... He walks backwards, and you get the dog tag anyways.
I believe it was BMN that came up with that.
Probably. He really loves dog tags.
Yeah, I think I heard Tyler say it was a BMN special where you can hold the guy up while opening the door, and then as you're exiting, you automatically pick up the dog tag with it.
So yeah, this guard, here you go. You have to... Oh, it's a bit of an awkward angle, but there you go. He said just try to pull the trigger. He wants you to, like, actually threaten him first in order to get his dog tag. That's why you need the USB. On top of that, that guard has the dog tag Yoji Shinkawa. Someone really famous if you're interested in, like, the development of Metal Gear games.
Oh, I think he's one of the artists for Peace Walker, actually. We were just talking about it.
Well, I think for most of the Metal Gear games, especially these early ones, I don't know when he stopped. Probably around the same time Kojima did. So here's another opportunity where you, like, daze the guard and then use the USP to take him out of his daze when you're close enough so you can hold him up. Now we're back in deck A. If you remember, Ed didn't get any of the dog tags here. The reason is he's getting them now.
Don't kill me.
Gonna wait for these 2 guards. He's gonna cause these 2 guards to go as close as possible to each other and then hold them up both at the same time. It does mean you have to hold them up at a really awkward angle though.
Oh, it looked like he was a little bit off on the other one. Ouch.
Whatever, deal with the guard.
Oh!
And the final guard of this room. Oh, he thought he was playing on Substance. On Soul, for whatever reason. Ooh,
oh no!
The guard, get the guard.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think you're gonna say on Soul, for whatever reason, you can't go into hanging mode on those rails.
Yeah, that's something they fixed in Substance. So I guess he's restarting the room here. Yeah, just to, because unfortunately you don't have the coolant spray in the tanker chapter, which is what you use to wake up guards. If you want to wake them up manually, you'd have to, like, wait a certain amount of time, so, like, exit a load zone and re-enter. Or what Ed is doing, while he's against, like, a slope, you would just punch him until he gets up.
Freeze. Please don't.
I don't know why I find that so entertaining when you revive them that way. Oh. Wait, he's still alive.
Wow.
I guess he was still kind of ticked about having to reload the room, so I mean,
So, yeah.
I guess I can understand.
So you notice that rail over there? If you've played MGS2, if you've ran this game, you know we always go down that rail, but on Soul you have to go around the stairs. Engine room has 2 guards that only spawn in once, so you better get them the first time. I know some runners have lost runs here because of that, which I hope I didn't jinx it.
So that first guard is like the one of 2.
Yeah. If you take a continue here, that guard just never spawns again. And I believe the guard towards the end, the guy comes and fixes the door as well.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
Freeze. Huh? Don't kill me.
Yeah, there's some really awkward positions. You have to hold up guards here. And when you're doing it around a corner, sometimes the game just doesn't
Don't shoot.
behave the way you want it to.
Don't shoot.
So like Snake might not actually hold up his gun, or the game might not register that you held up a guard.
Oh, it's like he was a little jumpy there, trying to go forward without the tag.
Okay, there should be 2 more guards now.
Freeze.
Yeah, I guess what I find fascinating is, given, you're playing this on a rather high difficulty, and you're trying to keep that into account with how you're either manipulating or trying to lure guards over a certain way in order to, like, somewhat safely and quickly getting their dog tags.
No.
Yeah, so this is the final guard I was referencing. I believe if you take a continue or something, that this guard just despawns. And he happens to be a tough guard as well. Just head shooting everyone.
Man, he just has it out for them today.
Yep. If it wasn't for this control units, we would actually have any percent for tanker. It's the only actual reason that we require the USB in a regular run, of course, not in a dog tags run.
Oh yeah, the laser sensors. But yeah, if somebody finds a way, yeah, we would love to hear about it.
Freeze.
So this room is a bit tricky because it is alert as soon as they spot you, kind of like MGS1. So you take an alert here, it can get really tricky.
Freeze. Huh? Don't kill me.
Man, this is probably my favorite guard, the one with the just playing the tunes.
Freeze. No. Please don't.
And then you got this guard that's just kind of like in a cozy little corner, sleeping while standing up. Oh, Ed. Not that guy, too. But, I mean, I guess, hey, he's got the dog tag. He gets to move on.
I guess he's going for USB guard rush because I don't think he has enough M9 ammo.
I didn't quite pay attention to his ammo, but maybe.
Okay, yeah, he's going. Because he had, I think, 6 M9 bullets remaining.
And I guess on the other hand, it's faster to kill the guards to get them to, I guess, despawn faster.
Yep,
Perhaps maybe
just
considering he had to reload the cruise lounge earlier.
Guess he wants to just preserve some of the USB ammo, just in case.
And I
shot
guess
fight.
maybe I think maybe you said this earlier, but there's no dog tags in the holds on Soul.
Yeah, I believe Soul doesn't actually have dog tags in the holds. I think it's just Substance and HGC that do. So if that's the case, then the tanker holds here is just regular extreme any percent strats.
Yeah, because I remember there's some really interesting things you can do when you are on either Substance or HD Collection to reach certain guards. I know ladder glitches are involved besides just the one we're about to do here, just, you know, getting slightly out of bounds, being able to climb onto a ladder with a camera equipped, even though it's not really supposed to happen, and then
Yeah,
touching the ladder underneath
it's like an
to touch the floor.
intentionally failed ladder glitch. So yeah, this
Oh
is an
god, the
area
whole
where
thing's
you
so
can.
laggy.
Yep, this is the PS2 lag. Play
Here,
my
wait, wait,
god.
wait. Watch for it. Watch for it. Oh, look at those laggy frames.
At like 4 FPS. Alright. Perfect hold ones and two. It is PS2, so he doesn't get to do 2 spot photos. He will have to do 3 spot photos instead. Which is just taking all 4 photos that is required of you from 3 separate positions. From the left, from the front, and then 2 of them from the right. You also get that lag when the game is registering a photo.
Yeah, it's not quite as instantaneous as we're used
Oh,
to.
I think Ed took 3 photos. I think he showed me this before. He actually found something where like the game will register one of the photos as 2. And I think it was only on Soul. I can't remember. He found this a while ago. Oh, it didn't work. It's a bit tricky to do. Like you can take both photos like at the exact same position or something like that. Yeah, it's just the Marines one.
You know, there's something else I found out not too long ago either, is if you only take 3 of the 4 and there's like hardly any time left on the running timer, Otacon will just say, yeah, forget the Marines logo, and it actually ends the tanker for you.
Yeah, I've
But
heard
you
that
have to,
recently.
yeah, but the problem is you have to wait out the clock in order to even get that. It's just kind of like a fun did you know.
Yep, and that's the end of the run. Time will be when he gets to the score screen. Um, if you're wondering why he's not skipping that cutscene, you can't on Soul. It's unskippable for whatever reason. The other cutscenes are though.
Maybe they just wanted to really show off that cutscene.
Right, time should be coming up. Now, 15:30 IGT. That's time. Um, he will be. I believe he'll be saving just to confirm his dog tags because that's usually what we do for runs.
Let's see, I forget how many dog tags are on Tanker for
I
PS2
can't
Soul.
tell you. I can't tell you off the top of my head. It
I
looked
thought
like
on
it was
HD
20
it
or
was
something.
like, yeah, like I thought on HD Collection Substance it could be like, well, like it goes up on difficulty because of more guards, so it was maybe like 20, like 24. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't wrong dog tags. I just like
I
watching them.
don't remember. So there you go. He's gonna go to the dog tag viewer just to verify that he got 100% of the dog tags. Tanker Extreme, 100%. So that's all the dog tags
Hey!
on Tanker Extreme.
All right, that
Yeah,
was
that was a pretty good run.
yeah, that was nicely done. I know the cruise lounge and Deck D could be troublesome. Again, I've just been watching it, but you know,
Nice use
that
of
was a
backups.
yep. But yeah, I guess you know, thanks to Ed for running it. Thanks for doing comms, Platonic. I just try to chime in where I can. But I guess other than that, that will be it for me for hosting duty. We will have the next run of Silent Hill 2, run by Aaron. Where they'll be doing new game any difficulty, but I guess final shout outs or plugs you have, Platonic, and I guess if Ed wants to say anything.
I've said this already, but I'm looking forward to the rest of the marathon. A lot of nice Metal Gear runs, Metal Gear related runs.
Yeah, I mean we have a pretty packed weekend. We're gonna be coming to the end of day 1 soon, but day 2 and 3 is going to be pretty stacked. I'll actually be running in a race against D-Limes tomorrow on PC. I'm taking Jaguar King's spot. You know, he recently just had a daughter. So shoutouts to Jaguar King and his family. It's completely understood. We had this as a contingency in the event that he was unable to make it. Yeah, at Ass O'Clock.
I think, will I be calming that run? I think I will, right?
It's you and Apache. At least that's what's listed here.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've raced Steel Limes before. We've actually had that category as a backup for AGDQ. Not this one, but the one prior, a while back. So it'd be kind of nice to, you know, to de-rust that race. Even though I've been running it recently, but, you know, running it is one thing, but racing it against a nut like D-Limes is entirely something else.
Listen, I'm gonna say something for both you and Limes. I'm not expecting this tomorrow, but you both eventually have to pick up conveyor belts for this difficulty. Not expecting it tomorrow, but eventually.
I've been living under a rock when it comes to that. I know VE does it, but yeah, I definitely gotta step up my game.
Yep.
But anyways, you know, once again, thanks for having me on for hosting. I will now hand it off to, I believe it's Sergeant Silent who will take over, and they will get the next run underway. So stick around for some Silent Hill, and don't go nowhere.